I didn't think I'd have to make this video. I'll be seriously honest with you. I didn't think I'd have to make it. This is addressing the A&R problem that we've got at the root of the music industry. Okay. So, I'm going to get something off my chest here, and you'll see where I'm going with this in a sec. But, I'm not necessarily the biggest Dan Shay fan there is out there. Actually, I'm probably one of the biggest haters. Okay? Don't get me wrong. I like Shay's voice, and this is where our problem is going to reside. No, not Dan Shay. This isn't just their problem. It's not only just the label they signed with, but every label that puts out music. Listen up. Back in the older days of music, it was, okay, we're going to present good music to you, and you decide what you like. You know, democracy. Apparently that's what America does. And that's how we're supposed to work. Capitalism. Today doesn't sound like that. I am one of the age groups you're probably going to try to sell to, and I'm hating a lot of the stuff that's you're trying to shove down my throat. That you're trying to sell this narrative that all the genre barriers are going down and everything's going to get so much more diverse. The problem is, everything is starting to sound the same. It's annoying, it's bad, and even in the streaming age, I would seriously just rather go buy a physical copy because that's how it works, you know? But why? Why are you giving me crap music with the sole intent of selling it to me? You don't get a crap Lego set or a crap car and try to sell, a box on wheels and hope I buy this car. Or that's what you're trying to tell me it is, okay? The root of the problem isn't the Dan Shay or the Kane Brown or Gary Barrett or, of course, Carrie Underwood or Brian. Everybody's in the bro country era. And this isn't just referring to country music, but it's been hit the hardest. And you see the devastating effects that this has. I'm not saying that the A&R people need to lose their jobs, but they need to go back to the idea of simple days because it worked. Older people like my mom and dad out in their 50s like older music because that's what they grew up on. But they're not just hooked on it, That's not just the factors I had, I like older music, and I really didn't grow up on the 40s and 50s. But I like the 40s and 50s music. So where's the problem? I've been kind of dancing around the issue here, and, well, if you look back, it's give good music, see what people like, and then you try to, that's where you know where your fan base is. If to try to get signed by a label, major label especially, I don't think this is a major problem with the smaller labels, but a major label like Big Machine or UMG or Warner Chappell, if I wanted to go sign to them, one of the major problems that's going to try to stop me is streaming. How much streams have my stuff got played? Is this seriously a numbers game? I thought music was supposed to be an art, enjoyed. Not, hey, how many whatchamacallits over there did you sell? Yeah, okay, you sold a lot of them. Here, join our team. No, that's not how it works. Even if you're trying to grab salespeople, you look at their record, what they try to do, what's their reputation, because they could have gotten a lot of stuff that they sold. They're scamming people. You look through the reputation, you look through the history. But we're not hiring salespeople here. We're hiring artists, musicians. Really? Is that what you're trying to sell me? You're trying to tell me that Billie Eilish is an artist? Now, she's got some good songs. But if you're trying to get me to say, oh, that she's an artist, then so this other country artist is country because we say it's country. That comes back to the car problem. If I say that this is a hat and I want it to be a hat, I'm going to try to sell people this hat. Okay. Well, it's obviously a hat and it says "Go Book Yourself" on it. Yeah, this is going to target to a different audience than what I'm aiming at. You need to really go back to the simpler times, because you go back to, and which I don't think you're realizing here is a lot of the artists that you get your streams build their audience this way. They put something out there and they see who likes their stuff. You know? Not who streams it the most or whatever. Who generally likes what they're doing. And they will try to keep that fan base intact by trying to get them what they came for. So, if I find an up-and-coming country artist like Thomas Mack, and I like a lot of his older country songs, but then, for hypothetically, he goes all pop country all of a sudden, I'm going to feel that he sold out. And if you're narrowing it down, you're going to restrict the artists that you have signed, and it's going to make it feel like a complete slap to the face to all of us that follow that artist since day one. Because we're going to go and we're going to think, did they just sell out? That's not the Thomas Mack I knew. That's not the Destination I knew. That's not what I started hearing from day one. That's not why I like this person. I'm going to think that Dustin Lynch and, in that hypothetical situation, Thomas Mack would sell out. And that's going to be placing a major problem. Especially with the Tomato-Gate stuff. You're probably familiar with it. And even if you're trying to treat this as a business, and as I mentioned, you really shouldn't. You should treat this as an actual art form with passion. But that doesn't sound the way it is. And not focus so much on how much money you've made. If you're trying... I learned one thing in my marketing class, and it's you go to what your people want, and you give it to them. That's how you build all it. So, say you are known for your country legends or your country artist. You go out to the country community and ask them, what do they want in a country song? What do they want in country music? And their answers are going to be generally all over the place. You're going to get some older country fans that are going to be like, we want stuff like Hank, and we want stuff like Willie and Waylon on the radio. And then you're going to run into people that are into the traditional stuff, like, hey, we want some more stuff like Brooks and Dunn, or Garth Brooks, or George Strait on the radio. And then you're going to have some people like me that are just going to be like, if it's good, it's good, and we're going to be okay with it. But there's going to be some people, myself included, that we want women in country music, especially played on radio, if they make good country music the way country music's supposed to sound. And that doesn't really seem to be the case on the Barbie and Ken assembly line of Music Row. I took that from Graysmith because it perfectly describes Nashville right now. It isn't a Nashville problem. It's not just a artist problem, and we can't blame the artist. They want to do other stuff, but they are restricted to A&R because they want to make stuff that are singles because those are really the only things that make them money so that they can feed their families and themselves. And if you're restricting that, just give it a whole box. What was that? I know a lot of up-and-coming artists that have a lot more talent than what I'm hearing on the radio. And that's bad. Because now you're just picking and choosing. Hey, I want you because you can sell a lot of things. Really? You seriously think I'm going to fall for that? I hope this gets fixed in the next couple of years. Otherwise, you're going to have people like me second guessing their dream that want to try to do music for a living, go to Nashville, find this out, turn around, pack their bags, go back home. Because they know that they're not going to be able to survive in this world. Streaming is one thing, but you have to have a passionate fan base behind it. You need to go out to the fans, find out what they want, give this to them, and they'll stream your stuff. They will buy it off of iTunes and all of your other streaming platforms. And they're going to go buy your t-shirts and buy your physical copies. And if you have that good, strong fan base and you give them what they want, which doesn't really seem to be the case on the Barbie and Ken Assembly Line Music Row right now, you're not going to have anybody that's good. And I've noticed this recently. A lot of the bigger names are having trouble filling stadium spots. I mean, COVID-19 is an exception because there's restrictions. Prior to that, they were starting to have a little bit of trouble, and then there were a lot of independent artists that were easily selling out like that. Tower Childers is a really good one to mention. That should probably give you a good warning sign to change that. You can have a little bit of a business mindset, but you need to have it as a passion first. Music is an art, and art is done by those passionate. Give them the good music that they want, and the fans will go support their favorite artist. That's a fact. That's what I will go back to the Tom Petty album and wish I bought that way back when Tom was still alive. I'm gonna go, and whenever Dirty Knobs album comes out, I'm gonna see if I can try to grab that. New Bob Dylan album, same way. You see where the problem is? Everybody's not mad at. They're mad at the artist because the artists aren't giving what their music wants. But they really need to be mad at you because you're giving them a restricted space to work with, and then we put the blame on them. Because they're writing what you want, not what they want. I never really do these video essays, but it really should keep in mind that, especially in the next couple of years, when this pandemic's over, you really need to kick that in high gear because after a while, I'm going to want to go down to Nashville, and as I said, if I go down and realize it's just a numbers game, and I know I can't sell, I'm going to turn around, go back home. And I probably go get a factory job or something, because I'm setting myself up on that track anyway. Keep that in mind, because right now, music is crap. Oh, and whoever's starting a lawsuit, could you stop? I know that might be an artist thing, and we can blame the artist on that, because they probably need a lot more music theory knowledge, and a little bit of, I mean, I know not everyone went to law school, but they might want to get some law, get a law friend or two, or read up a little bit on music law before you start flinging lawsuits at each other. That is annoying to watch, and I hate to see something like that happen in country music. Okay, I've done enough talking. Fix that, and maybe I might want to try doing country music instead of rock and roll or folk music. I'll even do metal, because why not?